Hello viewers, welcome back to the card mat. Now I've seen a trick being performed by Biddle the other day, and it was J-card Biddle trick. He did say in it that if you wanted to learn how it was done, check on YouTube, there's going to be tutorials. Well, look no further, I'm going to give you one now. But I'm going to give you a bit of my insight to it. I'm going to show, well, I can't do a performance for obvious reasons. You really need a spectator to do the performance on. So it's just going to be a tutorial, but I'm going to teach you the way I do it, and I'll also show you the way everybody else teaches you to do it, because everybody else uses a standard version. I don't. And with that, let's get into the tutorial. Right, now I normally start off, I give the cards to the spectator and let them give them a shuffle, just so they know that there's not an underhand going on. The cards aren't set up, and I don't know, I'm not taking out selected cards. Then once they're happy with the shuffling, I'll tell them that it's called the 8-card Biddle trick for a reason. There's 8 cards. So I'll ask them to go through the pack and just take out 8 random cards from anywhere they want to in the pack. That'll be a complete free choice, so then they can't say that I've actually done anything or influenced them anyhow, or I've selected certain cards. So they pick out 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you turn them over, you let them see the cards, let them see they're all different and there's no obvious setup in there. Then I collect them up again and I'll give them another shuffle, just in case they think I've memorised the cards in the order that they were, so when they come to pick a card I know which card they picked. Or you can let them shuffle these cards. Then you just ask them to select any card they want to, and it is a completely free choice. There's no forcing a card or anything, so they take whatever card they want and they get the ace of clubs in this case. Now the normal way it gets taught is you take their card and you put it in third to bottom. Now that's the normal place they tell you to put it. I let the spectator put the card in wherever they want to, because they say put it into the third to bottom, because on the next move you're going to shuffle off 5 cards and throw the rest on the top, just to bring their selected card up to the top. As long as you remember you need to get their card to the top, you can put it in any way. If they stick it in there, I need to shuffle 6 cards off and throw the last 2 on the top, brings it to the top. If it's there, as I say, with the way they do it, you're doing 5. If it's there, you shuffle 4 and throw it on the top. There, you shuffle 3 and throw it on the top. If you stick it there, you shuffle 2 and throw it on the top. It's very rare anybody's going to stick it there. They're never going to put it on either end. It's always basically either going to be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or the 6th place. So you're either doing 2, 3, 4 or 5 cards in your shuffle, right? So I'll just stick it in anyway, and as you see I've stuck it into 5th place. So I then know that when I do my shuffle, I've got to shuffle off 1, 2, 3, 4 cards and throw it on the top, which will bring the ace of clubs to the top. The next part is you shuffle again, and it doesn't matter how many shuffles you give this, as long as you do them singular. So first off, you're taking the first card, which is their card, because you want to get it to the bottom, and then you shuffle off whatever you want to, as long as you get their card to the bottom. Now again, this part, you normally get told to shuffle 2 cards and throw the rest on the top to put theirs third from bottom. You can put it in a few different places and I'll go through them with you. No, hang on, no, it's the shuffle in it. You got it on the bottom. You can shuffle 1 card and throw them on the top. A bit lame, but that'll then put the card, when you flip the bottom over, you then put it in 2nd place from the top. Because what you need to know, because obviously you don't know what their card is, They've picked a card, they've seen it, and it's gone back in. You haven't seen it. So you've got to know the position of it. So say, if you do it with just the 1, it goes into the 2nd place. The way they do it, doing 2 and throw it down, it goes into 3rd place, as we just said. Doing 3, you can't do it with 3 cards. Don't shuffle 3 and throw it on the top, because it won't work. I'll explain why in a minute. You can do it with 4, so you shuffle off 1, 2, 3 and 4 and throw them on the top. But then you've got to remember to turn the top 4 cards over, and this is going to be the first one. You can do it with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and throw it on the top. And again, you've got to take the top packet, and when you turn it over, their card's going to be the 2nd one. It's just different ways you can do it. As I say, just to vary it. You know, if you do it on one spectator and then somebody sitting there seeing it says, do it on me, do it on me. You can vary it, so you're not doing the exact same thing. You can do it with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and throw it on the top. Again, you need to turn the top 4 cards, and their card's going to be in 3rd from the top. Again, 7 cards, you can't do it with 7 cards. 3 cards and 7 cards, you can't do it with. And I'll show you why now. I'll show you with the 3 cards. You do 1, 2, 3 and throw them on the top. Their cards in the bottom pack. You flip the bottom 4 cards over and put it to the top, which then puts their card in 4th place. You can't have it in 4th place, because when you come to the next bit where you're going to steal it, you're showing the cards. If you steal that card away, they're going to know, because they've just seen it on the top, and it's all of a sudden it's disappeared. So you can't do 3 shuffle and a 7 shuffle. They're the only 2 you can't do. Right, so I'll go back and I'll do, as most people will tell you, I'll do the 2, just so I don't confuse you. Then you take the bottom 4 cards and you turn them over on top of the top 4 cards. So you got 4 bottom cards face up on top of the 4 face down, which were the top cards, with their card in 3rd place. Obviously, as I say, you don't know what their card is, you only know the position. Then you'd say to the spectator, I'm going to show you these cards, and you just look and see if your card's one of these. Don't tell me, don't indicate, don't make a move or anything like that. Just watch stony faced, poker faced, as I show you these 4 cards. Then you show them, you go like 6 of spades, the 10 of diamonds. And then when you're taking their card, whatever position you've got it in, when you're taking their card, you keep a break. You keep a little pinky break at the back, because you're going to now steal that back, like with an Elmsley count. You're going to steal that on the bottom of this packet as you take the next card. So what you do is you slide all of them on the top of it, and then slide that 7 off and go 7 of spades. And as you can see, I've just got their card down there, and I'm left with 3 cards. So I'll just do that bit once more. You ask them to look for their card, you peel the top card off, you peel the 2nd card off. When you know you're onto their card, you keep a break. When you come back over, lay that pack flat on the top of it and peel that last card off. So they've just seen 4 cards and their card was one of them. You'd ask them then, out of these 4 cards, did they see it? And at this point, I usually turn them face down and do a false count. So all I'm doing is taking off the top card, I'm going back and putting that to the bottom as I take the next top card off. So they'll think I've got 2 cards, but in reality I've only got the 1. Then you do 3 and 4. So you're showing 4 cards, 1, 2, 3 and 4, but you've only got 3. So they think there's still 4 cards there, and you say, right, so you've seen your card in that pack. Then I get them to hold a hand out and put the cards in, and tell them to put their other hand on the top. That's just so that they can't spread them or turn them to have a look. So you say, put your hand on the top and make sure I can't get at them. Keep them safe from me. And so they stood there, or sat there with the cards trapped in the hand. Now in this pack I've now got 5 cards, and their cards face up on the bottom, and you don't want it there. You actually want it in 3rd place, because if I turn them cards over now, I can't show them 4 cards because that's in the way. But if you get that into 3rd place and you turn it over, you can then show 4 cards without showing theirs, and show that their card's not one of them cards. Right, and the way I do it to get it there, I mean, a lot of people will teach you to peel 2 cards off and just throw them on the top. Get into the position. I like showing them what I've only got 4 cards. So I'll do a 2 and 2 show. So you spread 2 cards off and take them into that hand. Then you just bevel the cards down with your thumb and push on the top card. That way the bottom 2 don't split. So you just push down on the top and push across, and you show 4 cards. Say, so yours in there, and I've got 4 cards here. Then you put these 2 to the bottom. So you're trapping that card in the middle then, where you want it. You then turn it over, and as I say, doing a scan your spread. And if you don't know what it is, it's basically just catching the bottom card with your fingers and sliding it out. So it just passes your thumb and you bring it down. Then you're grabbing the next card and you're pulling that out and pulling that up, so that this top card comes to your thumb. Then you just put your thumb on the top of it and you're just peeling that top card off. So I'm taking 2 cards that way. So you slide the bottom card out and pull it down. Slide the next card out, push it up, grab the top card and pull them 2 out. So I'm showing 4 cards and none of the cards are their card. Watch that doesn't split when you've got it held out there. It's best if when you do it you keep hold on that one. So you just do your little spread, show the 4 cards, and then push it down and in so it doesn't split. So they've just seen 4 cards here and not one of them are their card. Now there's loads of different ways of doing this reveal. You can make your own mind up, but I'll tell you the way I do it, because I think it's very apt. It suits this pretty well. I say to them, like, have you seen Star Trek? I know it sounds a bit geeky, but I say, have you seen Star Trek? And the transporter that they've got, where they can transport people and things, basically just a way of transporting matter from one place to another. Well, I can make these cards into a transporter. And don't forget, they've got them cards in their hand like that. So I just go, right, I'm going to use my little Starship Enterprise. I'm going to wave, fly over your hand. I'm just going to transport your card out of there into here. So you make sure these are face up, because they're facing down. If I transport the card up, it's going to come up facing down. So you make sure that them cards in their hand are face down. These are face up. And you wave over. And when you're ready to do it, I just give a little jerk with the cards as if, you know, something's happened. I mean, you don't have to, you can go down and just tap them on the hand if you want to give a bit more of an effect. But I find just doing that, it causes a little breeze on the hand. And you say, did you feel anything there? And they'll go, yeah, because you just felt a little breeze. Well, some will say yeah and play along with you, because some people are a bit stupid like that. And the other people will just look at you as if you're a bit stupid, you know, yeah, alright, yeah, I've just felt a car going through my hand sort of thing. So you say, well, tell you what, open your hand up and count your cards. So they'll open their hand up and count them and see they've only got 3. And then they'll turn them over and see that none of them are their ace of clubs. You say, that's because I just transported it here. And then I just peel them off one at a time to show I've got 5 cards with 1 in the middle facing down. Then I do the reveal and show them that it was actually their card, which, as far as they're concerned, was in their hand all the time. It's a really good trick. I mean, it gets people interested in Star Trek for one thing. Well, only joking. But it does get really good reactions, because I say they think they've got it in their hand and all of a sudden it's in the middle of your packet. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can do it. It's not a very hard trick. It is a very beginner trick. As you've seen in there, I've mixed things around a bit. Showing you different ways you can do it, different positions you can put the card in. Because when you watch magic tricks being performed and you're trying to learn them, don't just do what the person's showing you. Think about why he's doing what he's doing what's it accomplishing, where's it moving a selected card to, or whatever. And try and think of a different way you can get the same result doing something a little bit different. I say on this one, you know you needed to get that card to the top, so wherever they stick it in, you know, shuffle 3 cards, throw it on the top, you get it there. Just look for what the end result's supposed to be in a trick and see if you can come up with a different way of getting to that end result without doing the trick parrot fashion all the time. And say, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you might have learned a little thing or two in there, and I'll see you later.